130 million children out of school in 1990. By 2011, that number has gone down to 57 million only. We need an aggressive affirmative action plan to ensure that these children get extra support for access to basic education. Targeted scholarships, free textbooks, school meals, and other incentives are needed for the children.
The idea of the model is that it is country-driven. It's about supporting the education plan of the country itself. And what it does at the country level is it serves as a way of bringing together all the actors at that country level, starting first with the government itself. And it isn't access versus quality. I'm convinced that it's quality which is the challenge for access at this point. And so the two have to go together because the two complement each other. And so we owe it that kids not only have access to education, but get a quality education.
Indeed, if poverty eradication is the paramount challenge of our times, basic education, particularly of girls, is unquestionably the surest and fastest way to reach that objective. Why? I think we all know. Because an educated girl is smart. She tends to marry later. She has fewer children. She seeks medical care for herself and her kids. She ensures that her children go to school. These are all important determinants for preventing the intergenerational transmission of poverty, illiteracy, ill health, malnutrition, and death.
Every year that a kid is educated, boy or girl, their income will go up. So education contributes to the economic stability of a country. Education contributes to health. Education plays a role in terms of environmental sustainability. Education plays a role in terms of maternal health. We know that. So all of these, it is life or death. For too long, education has been treated as a development factor that you take care of when you get there. Health is an emergency and development, but education is development. Education is critical. It's a life and death matter. In the most abnormal situations that children find themselves in conflict, the best thing you can do for a child is to give them some normalcy.
For example, the lack of basic sanitary facilities in public schools discourages girls from regularly attending classes. Many girls stay away or drop out of class, especially during their monthly periods. A strategy for making schools more child-friendly, especially girl-friendly, is to vastly increase the number of female teachers. We don't have enough women teachers.
So the ability to pay teachers, particularly, and I particularly mentioned one kind of teachers in rural areas, because it's hard enough as it is to get teachers to go and teach in rural areas. If you do get them to go, very often they used to have to leave for maybe a week, a month, to travel down to the city, to the center to get paid. Now, through handheld and bank transfers, they get paid.
You may want to have schooling at an hour in the morning, in the evenings. So all of that, I think, is a matter of access. So both timing and distance is important. Indeed, it is very wisely said that girls' education is perhaps the best contraceptive and the best immunization in the world. We know that basic education also enhances a woman's income earning capacity, and it emboldens her to claim her rights and those of her children. Let us make education the greatest campaign that results will have mobilized in its history now, because after all, education alone can help open the eyes and sustain the gains that we have made so far in all our campaigns that we have been involved so far. Thank you very much.